y'all, thank you so very much for taking time. Come over here and visit with me over on Fritz's Cooking Again. I'm Fritz, and I reckon it's time for another Working Wednesday video, y'all. And guys, what we're going to do is we're dedicating this video series to all those hard-working women and hard-working men out there that probably really don't feel like cooking when they get home or making some big elaborate meal. I'm sure they got family to deal with and all kinds of stuff. And guys, what we're doing with this series is we're going to try to get y'all some meals together, something nutritious and delicious in less than an hour. And most of these are probably going to be less than half an hour. And guys, I'm hoping that most of the stuff, the recipes I'm going to give you, I'm hoping that most of y'all have most of it in your pantry already or even in your freezer, guys. Tonight, guys, what we're going to actually make y'all is some of my rendition of Sloppy Joe's, and I'm actually going to make you a quick and simple, and it'll taste just like homemade potato soup here, guys. Guys, one of my little tips here is whenever I go to buy a bunch of, when I catch hamburger meat on sale, I'll buy a bunch and I'll bring it home and I'll brown it off, guys, and drain the oil off of it, and then I'll freeze it back. Then whenever I'm ready to prepare a recipe, it's merely just thawing it out and throwing it down in the pan, whatever you're going to do. Along with that, guys, I always do up a little bit of my Fern Creek Trinity here, which is onions, bell peppers, and red peppers, guys, and I'll saute those off as well and freeze them. Guys, for my Sloppy Joe's, I actually make my own barbecue sauce, and I'll leave you a detailed recipe if y'all would like to see it in the video itself. Guys, for the potato soup, this is so simple and easy. All I'm going to be utilizing is some of these potatoes O'Brien with onions and peppers. They're very, very flavorful, along with some cream of chicken as a base, and I've got some celery and onion here that I'm going to saute off, and some butter and just a little bit of oil. Guys, look how simple this is. I guarantee we're going to be on the table, I'd say probably 45 minutes, maybe less than that. All right, guys, let me get busy here. Okay, guys, let's get started here. I've got my pot coming up to temperature here, and I've got my hamburger meat all thawed out and everything. I'm going to go ahead and heat it through a little bit. And guys, if you don't freeze it back, you can actually, brown your ground beef. That's no big deal whatsoever. But I just like having an easy step here. All right, guys. Get that going good. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and introduce my onions and my red and green bell pepper, my Fern Creek Trinity here. Give that a gentle stir. How simple is this, y'all? I'm here to tell you, it is delicious. Ain't my first rodeo with Sloppy Joe now. Alright, guys, get a little bit of fresh cracked black in there. Gotta have that now. That goes in everything here at the Rochester household. Alright, guys, now I'm going to go ahead and introduce my homemade barbecue sauce, guys. It's got all kinds of stuff in it. I throw everything but the kitchen sink in it. Alright, guys, let's give that a good stir. Alright, guys. Now all that's going to do is I'm going to let it simmer for about 30 minutes. Let's cut the heat back a little bit. Get a lid on the dude, and we're ready to rock. Alright, guys, now let me get set up here, and we're going to get our potato soup. Alright, guys, got our Sloppy Joe just a simmering away. Looking good in the neighborhood, guys. Alright, y'all, let's get started on our potato soup here. And it's going to be a piece of cake. I'm just going to put in just about a half tablespoon or a half a teaspoon of oil. Get that in there like so. And I'm going to take a pat of butter, get it on down in there. Get that melted. And that butter, man, that real butter just adds that extra flavor to it, guys. Makes it next level yummy. Alright, guys. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and introduce our onions and celery. And I actually like to use the celery stalk or the celery leaves as well, guys. It's chock full of flavor, y'all. So let's go ahead and get this on down into the pool. All right, guys. I'm just going to sweat these off a little bit. Okay, guys, I've got our onions and celery leaves sauteed off pretty good. Guys, I want to get them, you know, pretty translucent and soft. I don't want to really have crunchy onions in there and crunchy celery. So, but they're just about done. And guys, adding that butter, I'm here to tell you, it just makes everything so rich and delicious. But, all right, guys, let's go ahead and introduce our cream of chicken here. All right, guys, I'm going to give that a good stir. And I like to kind of like marry the flavors together. So, pretty good there. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add my potatoes O'Brien. And you don't need the whole bag, guys. I'm probably just going to add about half. All right. Piece of cake. Now I'm going to go ahead and give that a good stir. Get that cream of chicken all up on them taters like that. I'm here to tell you. Now I've got a great friend on here. Her name is Cricket. And it's Cooking with Cricket, and she's just the sweetest lady I've ever met. And she does a rendition of this as well, and I'm going to leave a link to her homemade potato soup in here too. I think yours look great, Cricket. I'd love to try it. All right, guys. Now what we're going to do is we're going to simply add our cup and a half of cup and a half of milk. I'm sorry. Good. Get some of that incorporated in first. And we're going to add our Velveeta cheese there at the last. But guys, like on my last soup, you know, if it's too loose, you can always add like a little bit of potato flake or something to it. But I think this is going to be just fine. This is a tried and true recipe for me. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get a little fresh cracked black in there too. All right. Now give that a stir. Let's go ahead and add the rest of our milk. Now, like I said, if it's too thick, you can always add extra, and if it's too thin, you can add some potato flake. I think that's looking real good, guys. So let me go ahead and break this heat back down to probably about 2. Give it a good little stir. And guys, I love parsley, so we're going to go ahead and get in a heaping iced teaspoon of that in here as well. Give that a little gentle stir. I'm here to tell you guys this is going to be wonderful. And I'm going to let this do its thing for 40 minutes. So we'll be on the table within 45. Let's take a peek at our Sloppy Joe. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright guys, let's let it do its thing. Alright guys, we're about 30 minutes in. Let's take a peek here. Look at that goodness. Oh my. Yeah. We'll be adding our Velveeta here in just a bit. Let's take another peek. I turn this to super low, guys. Rich, delicious, and thick. I like a tighter Sloppy Joe than the real loose ones. But anyway, guys, we're gonna get right back to you. Okay, guys, I cut my heat off, and we're ready to introduce my cheese. Take a peek at that, y'all. Ain't that good looking? Almost homemade potato soup in less than an hour. I love Velveeta, guys. I think I might save some of this to put on the table. Alright guys, let's give that a stir. I'm gonna let that meld in together for about 2 or 3 minutes, and we're gonna serve it up, y'all. Oh yeah. All right, guys, we've got our Workin' Wednesday feast over to the table, guys. And like I said, these are dedicated to those hard-working women and hard-working men out there. And we're getting y'all meals together in less than an hour. You guys, check that out, y'all. Check that Sloppy Joe out. I can't wait to get into that. And guys, there's that soup we made up, semi-homemade potato soup, guys. And this is a piece of cake, guys. I'm here to tell you. Along with that, we're going to have some Cheez-Its and some crackers, and serve it on our seeded rolls there. All right, guys. All right, guys, I plated it up. Check it out. Got me a little bit of cheddar cheese up on there, a little bit of pepper, and a little bit of Texas Pete. Is it good, Mom?
Yeah, that Sloppy Joe's delicious.
All right, guys. Now, I might be kind of different than most on the Sloppy Joe thing. I like cheese on mine. So I'll put me a little bit of cheese on there, push that down a little bit, and get a little bit of Texas Pete up on my bun here. Good? All right, guys. Take a peek at that, y'all. Yummy. I gotta get after this. Forgive me, guys. I'm probably gonna get a little messy. It is a Sloppy Joe.
Great too.
Soup good?
Oh yeah.
Now I got sloppy Cheez-Its. That's all right.
That's perfect.
Was it good?
Yeah.
We get in here after it. It's really rich. Really hot.
Great winter dish.
It is, that. Warm you up on that cold day. Yeah, it's perfect adding that cheese right there. At the end, just let it marry together. Taste that parsley in there too. That's good. I'm here to tell you guys, this is luscious. Look at that, guys. Less than an hour. I'd probably eat 5 of these. Well, I'm here to tell you guys, I appreciate y'all stopping in and watching my Workin' Wednesday videos, and I can't thank y'all enough. And I appreciate all y'all telling me how you appreciate me getting these meals together for you. It means the world to me, guys, and I just want to say thank you sincerely. Thank you so very much. And I guess we're going to continue with the series. So, guys, I'm going to have to get after this. I got me a couple more buns left. It's going to be go time. So I'm hoping y'all are going to come back and visit with me this Sunday for Fritz's Sunday Cook. And I reckon we're going to holler at y'all later. All right, y'all. Thank you so very, very much. Talk to you soon. Bye.